Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So this is going to be my August monthly reset. I love making these videos, which I say every single time, but I really do. I look forward to making these videos every month. We're going to do all the typical stuff I do in these videos. I'm going to go through my July wrap up, my August TBR, and we're going to set up my August reading journal spread together. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know if you do. And yeah, let's just get into it. Let's get into my TBR first. So my August TBR is a lot smaller this month for a few reasons. One of them being a few of the reading vlogs I'm planning to film this month, I don't know which books I'm going to be reading in them. Some of them, like, I could choose books I want to read or try to read in those, but I decided I want to be less strict with my TBR this month because sometimes it just stresses me out a bit when I have books I want to read and then I don't get to them. So I'm just gonna give myself free rein to choose what I want to read, but there are some other videos where I do have books I'm planning to read in those, so we're going to go through those books. So we have The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. This is the second book in the Big Shots series. The first book is Fangirl Down, which I loved that book. That's one of my favorite books. I gave it a 5 stars and I've been really excited for this book. We got glimpses of the characters in this book at the end of Fangirl Down and I have been so excited because it was just so good. That little moment we got was so good. So this is a single dad nanny trope and a hockey romance. I'm literally so excited. This is also a new release. It came out very recently. I'm a little nervous because Tessa Bailey's books are a little up and down for me. Most of her books I've read I've really liked, but I've avoided a lot of the books that have a lot of mixed reviews. But Fangirl Down was actually very mixed. I saw some people hate it, some people love it, so I have no idea how this is going to go, but I hope I like it just as much as Fangirl Down. Then we have Final Offer by Final Offer by Lauren Asher. This is the last book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I've been meaning to finish this series for quite a while now. I read the second book, Terms and Conditions, in January and I really enjoyed it. Actually, I think I gave it a 4.5 and I've been meaning to pick this book up, but I have been hesitant because it's a second chance romance, which I'm not a fan of second chance romances, but I've seen people who don't like that trope say they really enjoyed this book. It's also massive. Why is it this big? Almost 600 pages. Like, that's just unnecessary. I really don't like long romances. I just feel like it drags on too much. So I know this isn't going to be a 5 stars just for that reason on its own, but I still think I'll enjoy this book. I don't know. I'm really not sure, but I do want to just finish the series, and there's other series by Lauren Asher I want to read, and I have started her Lakefront Billionaire series, so I want to just finish this one off before I read any of her other books. I'm very nervous, but if you liked this book, please let me know. Please encourage me to read this book. I know it's going to take me a little while, but I'm also excited. I also just enjoy Lauren Asher's writing. I haven't really loved any of her books. Like, I really liked Terms and Conditions. That's probably the highest rated book I've read by her, but I have enjoyed them. I'm waiting to read a book by her that I really love. And then we have some manga I want to read. So in July, I started this series and I read it in my trying to read 1,000 pages in a week reading vlog, and I do want to continue it. I didn't love it. There were a few things that really annoyed me, but this is like one of the only manga series my library has all of the books for. A lot of the series they don't have the complete series, and I don't want to start a manga series and then not be able to finish it because my library doesn't have all of the volumes. So I'm hoping I like it more as I go on, but I have volume 4, 5 and 6. And I also have reserved Snow White with the Red Hair, and I reserved the first, second and third volume, which is another manga series. I think it's like more of a fantasy manga. It might have romance in it, I'm not completely sure, but it's a very popular series, so I also wanted to give that a go because my library has all of the volumes. So yeah, hopefully I get to those this month, but I'm planning to read a lot of books with certain videos, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to them, but we'll see. I made a smaller TBR, but I'm still stressed, so I can't win. Okay, let's get into my wrap up of July. So like in my other monthly resets, I'm not going to talk too much about the books. I'm just going to have my ratings and the reading vlog I read those books in. So if you want to see my full thoughts about them, you can watch those if you like. But my TBR last month, let's see how many of the books I read. Out of 7 books, I read 4. I think that's over 50%. That's not too bad, I guess. Firstly, we have Not in Love. I did read that book. I gave it a 3 point, actually, I don't remember my ratings. They're just going to be on screen. I read Caught Up. That was my favorite of the month. I rated that book the highest. I read Love is War volume 1, 2 and 3. I read Unhinged. Then I read Kingdom of the Cursed, Consider Me, which I did DNF at page 100. I think that was like just over 20%. And then I read Mountains Made of Glass. I read 8 books. I was planning to read over 10 books that month. I was hoping to, but that didn't happen. For my cottage wrap up in July, it is like a beachy theme. I'm not sure why. It's like a beachy lake themed cottage. I could not tell you why I decided to do this theme. I always inspire my cottages off a cottage on Pinterest, so I just went with that sort of cottage this month. It's literally winter, so it makes no sense. But anyways, my average rating was 3.4 stars, which is actually really low. I feel like that's one of the lowest I've had this year. It might be the lowest. I read 2,063 pages. The genres I read 6 romance books and 2 fantasy, and that's it. That's literally it. So yeah, that was my July wrap up. Let's get into my reading journal spread for August. I've already finished it and I'm obsessed with it. So let's get into the B-roll. Let's get into me creating my spread for August. So we've finished my August spread, and let me just say I ate this month. I devoured. I literally ate it up. Sorry, I did really well, okay? I love this spread so much. I don't know why, it's just so cute. So this spread is very much, oh, it's so white. This spread is very much inspired by Katie's reading. She did a reading journal spread for July that I loosely based it off. I mostly just this part is where I was inspired by her. The stickers outline with the cutout, I literally just copied from her. But I went with my usual layout, kind of usual. I did what I kind of usually do every month. So we have my reading tracker where I track when I'm reading books. We have my TBR, we have my goals. So we'll quickly go through my goals. Post 6 YouTube videos, 5 Insta posts, 10 TikToks, which is the same as last month. Journal, which I also had last month. I definitely want to journal more. Crochet 30 granny squares, which sounds a bit random. I'll explain why I have that goal. So I'm currently crocheting a blanket, a granny square blanket. So this is 1 row, and 1 row is 10 granny squares. So I want to make at least 3 more rows, maybe. That feels like a lot, but I'm ambitious, and crochet blankets take forever, and so I'm trying to not take forever, maybe. I don't know. I'm just really excited for this project. So I want to try and make 30 granny squares to move this along a bit, you know? And that's all my goals. I do have room for more, and I might add some more, but I'm not sure what other goals I might have. I don't want to set myself too many goals and feel overwhelmed. I'm studying, so I feel like I'm going to be a little stressed and overwhelmed with everything I have going on, and I'm still trying to really put a lot of effort into reading and YouTube. So we'll see how this month goes. I'm a little nervous, but it should be okay. But yeah, we have my cutout, and then we have my books read. This is pretty much the same as every month, where I just put the title and some stickers, and I'll just put in the books I've read as I go and put some information about it, about each book. But like I said, I love this theme so much. I used a lot of different sticker packs, and I feel like they went really well together. It's giving fairy tale, childlike wonder, whimsical, rainbows and butterflies, like literally, and I'm obsessed. So anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your favorite books from July, if you've read any of the books on my TBR, how you felt about them. And yeah, that's all for this video. I have a book Instagram, like I mentioned, and a book TikTok I post on frequently. I've been posting on them a lot more. I also have a Goodreads link down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like my videos, maybe consider subscribing. It really helps my channel. And yeah, bye.